Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Awaken the Voice. As you have heard from Voice 1, Voice 2, Voice 3, not Verse 3, that we've had so many beautiful stories already and so much inspiration and motivation for all of you out there, teenagers, adults, parents. This podcast is for you. This podcast is for you to hear things from different people and to know that you're not alone in the world and alone in your fears and your insecurities. And I am so proud of what already has been shared, and there's so much more to come. But today we have Voice 4, and Voice 4 is very special to me. She is not only someone that I feel mentored in a sense, but also seen grow drastically in the last 6 months. And I don't mean just drastically. I mean, you've just grown, haven't you?
Yeah.
And it's so powerful, and I'm just so excited for her to share herself. So hello, Voice 4.
Hello.
Hello. So let's start from the beginning. Let's start with high school. Let's go back there, even though it's an ugly time.
Yeah.
But let's go back there. Share me your thoughts. Share me your experiences, bullying, self-harm, whatever that was experienced for you or what you experienced other people going through.
Well, I didn't really enjoy high school that much. It was a pretty, low point. The people there were just nasty. My grade was one of the worst grades that I've seen at that school before.
Wow.
And, I got bullied a fair bit. And I didn't really know how to, handle that. And I ended up moving out of home and then moving schools because it got that bad. And the school basically said that they couldn't do anything about it. So
how did that make you feel at that time when you were in that place? How was that you felt like you didn't have that support?
I just felt kind of betrayed, really, because the whole time they're anti-bullying, and then when they were notified of something going on, they just turned a blind eye to it. So
wow.
Yeah.
Do you think that if your school had been more parents not a right word, but if they had just wanted, what do you think they were afraid of? Did you feel that just they didn't want to cope, or what did you feel was the issue with that?
I think they just got a bit lazy and just couldn't be bothered to deal with it because, no one was getting, I guess people did get hurt, but...
Yeah, but what has that laziness done for not only for someone like you, but maybe people that had been going through the same thing?
Yeah, there's a lot of people that have depression and anxiety and all that stuff, and the school doesn't help with that. So they're just not understanding of what's going on.
Yeah, and I know you have an extremely supportive mom.
Yeah,
and she's gorgeous.
Yes.
So to think about people that don't have that and don't have it at school, how do you think they even cope with that?
Yeah, I know. It upsets me when I think about some of the people that I went to school with and knowing their home situation. But sometimes, I kind of see that as not an excuse, but a background reason to why they're acting like that.
Completely.
So it's hard to hold grudges against those people after, finding out all of this stuff.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's not like I'd forgive them.
Yes, understood. But with Voice 3, we talked about people go through things. Every single person on this planet is going through something every single day, to the smallest thing to the biggest thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's we have to learn as the human race to be able to step outside of ourselves and take care of people. And I think as teenagers, you don't really know how to do that. So what would you have wished, even though with your school, yes, being supportive, but as a teen, what would you have wished was available to you that wasn't available to you at that time?
Well, I really enjoyed coming to the empowerment program here. That was not just something to do to get me out of the house, but it was fun, and I learned a lot of stuff, and it made it easier for me to come out and be in public and do what I want to do instead of doing what people want me to do.
Yeah, and what was important about the program? What did you feel about the program that helped you grow? What was it different as than, say, quote unquote, going to a therapist and then being like, you need to just,
Yeah.
like
This
what
is-
made it, this is how you do things.
This was a lot more social. Like it was a lot more friendly, and it was the things that we did in it just really helped with finding coping strategies to deal with
Yeah.
situations. And yeah, I just liked coming because everyone that went was so nice, and we all just got along really well. And
And everybody is, I think, really nice. I think people are
Yeah.
just scared.
yeah,
Like there's an automatic defense mechanism
Yeah.
that goes up in
When you see
walls.
someone,
Yeah.
yeah.
But I felt, yes, like in our empowerment group, you had a voice,
yeah,
which is the whole point. You know what I mean? Is a lot of I feel these teenage girls and boys don't have a voice. So with that, what do? They hide in social media.
Yeah.
They hide in their rooms. They hide by bullying people, all of
Yeah.
that stuff. So that change that you made, when did you feel that, like, when was a ha 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 moment? Was there one, or was there just was it gradual, or what was it for you that was like, I need to make a change for myself?
Well, it got to the point where I wasn't going anywhere. I didn't have a job. I was pretty much in
And how many
bed.
jobs do you have now?
3.
What? You went from not being able to even think about getting a job
Yeah.
to having 3 jobs.
Yeah.
Keep
No.
going, girlfriend. What else?
Well, yeah, I was just really down in the dumps and in bed. And when Mum came in and mentioned the program, I was like, oh, that would be cool. And then she mentioned the dancing, and I kind of freaked out. I was like, no, Mum.
And
like,
then what do you do now?
I do Awake.
Yes,
I love
you
it.
dance. And you what? What do? You what? You love it?
Yes.
Beautiful. Keep going.
But it gave me something to look forward to when I got up in the morning, because I was like, I've got
Yes.
something on today. Like, even though it's 5:30 in the afternoon, I'm going somewhere, so I can get ready and like just
Yes.
have a purpose. Pretty much, it's just
Beautiful.
yeah. And
What would you advise to give young girls, young boys, even adult women and men that still struggle with that change, what do you encourage them to do? What is the first step
I recommend just pushing yourself to do something.
to do
As
something?
much as you don't want to do something, just push yourself to do it, because as soon as you do it once, then the second time you do it, and the third time, it becomes easier every time.
Yeah.
And then eventually, before you know it, you have 3 jobs and
Yeah.
do dance class. So-
And like the thing is too, without saying her name, because we don't do that here, this young woman, this woman now, like you are a woman now, and I'm just so proud of you. Like, yeah. So this young woman came into this space not sure of just her being, like knowing how to breathe on this planet, I feel. And now, like if you could see her right now, she's wearing red lipstick, she has this gorgeous dress on, she has these beautiful earrings on, and she's magnificent. Magnificent. So you can do it, right? You can do it. You can step up, you can be scared, because it's okay to be scared, isn't it?
yeah.
It's okay. Like there's nothing wrong with being scared about what the world can bring, because at the end of the day, this magic happens. This magic happens. So with that, change, going out and doing something. What if you don't have supportive home or supportive teachers? Because like I said, luckily you do have a beautiful support of your mom, and your dad to a certain extent, but what do you recommend for people that don't have that? What should they do?
There's always other people you can talk to about it.
Yes.
There's always some support system, if you don't have one in your personal life, that you can rely on. But yeah, friends, talk to your friends. Even if you are scared to talk to them about what's going on, know that they'll understand and they'd be there for you. And if they're not, then they're not the sort of people that you should keep.
Yeah. And burdens. I think we all have a fear of being a burden to somebody.
Yeah.
What do you feel about that?
I don't think like you should ever feel like a burden if you want to get something out to someone, because 100% of the time they're going through something as well, and they're
Yes,
thinking
they
the
are.
same thing.
Completely.
They just don't have the confidence to go out and say it because they might think that they're a burden.
Yes.
So it's all about communication and talking, because if you don't say something, you're never going to find out.
You're never going to find out, are you? It's all about using your voice. You know, it's all about, even if it's scary, there's always someone in the world. There's billions of people on this planet. Even if it's someone that you don't know on Instagram that is about empowerment, or someone that,
Yeah.
you know, there's so many resources out there and so many people that are in that place to be able to help you. So I completely agree with that. So you said that in high school you were bullied, and we live in a small town, don't we? So you see those people.
Yeah.
How do you feel they look at you now? Like, how do you, like, observing you and being like, whoa, voice 4? You're like a complete, whoa, I don't even recognize you. Like, how do you feel? Like, are you like, damn, like, I'm empowered right now? Or how do you feel? Like, what is that like?
When before I started coming here, it was like really, hard, and I would kind of, put my head down and pretend not to see them. But now, if I ever see anyone that I didn't get along with at school, I just like put my head up and just like kind of strut, like
Oh my
not strut, but
God!
like have
You
that
have
real
that
confidence.
Really? And what does that feel like?
It makes me feel like, I don't know, it just makes me feel really good. It makes me feel like I am important and I
Yes.
matter, and that their opinions don't matter.
No.
And sometimes
Do they reach out to you? Has anybody reached out to you?
yeah, recently someone from school had messaged me and like apologized.
Really? And what did you feel about that? And you can be honest. Like, initially, what did you feel and how did you respond?
I was confused and kind of like annoyed,
Mm.
and because I
As
was
you
like,
would.
someone just apologized, and
Yeah.
I don't want to be rude to them.
Right.
But then I guess I kind of got over it and realized that there's no point holding a grudge,
No.
because that's just wasted energy of mine that I don't have to waste. I can be putting it towards something
Yes.
better than that. So I don't have to deal with them. I can be civil with them, but I don't have to put up with any of them. So
No. Oh,
that's good.
I have no words for you, my love. You were going to do such beautiful things in this world just by, literally, it's been like a 6-month change. I don't even think it's been that long. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's just, what do you want? In the next 6 months, what are you interested in? So you have your beautiful 3 jobs. Your fashion sense is on point. You know, what do you want? Like, what are you interested for yourself?
I don't really know at this point.
That's all right.
I think I know I want to study
Good for you.
eventually. I don't
Yeah.
know what I would like to study though. So
Yeah.
at the moment, I'm kind of just, playing around and seeing what I like and what I don't
Yes.
like, so then I can go into something that I know
And that's
that I
huge for you
like.
too. You weren't even
Yeah.
you weren't even like, oh, let me try to do things that I may like or don't like. You were just like, nada.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. And it's so important for our youth especially to know that you don't need to know what you want.
Yeah.
I didn't know what I wanted until I was 28 years old. You know, I thought I wanted to be an actor.
Yeah.
I thought I wanted to be a professional dancer, but that changed, you know? That is so gorgeous.
Yeah.
You are such an inspiration, my love.
Thank you.
Your voice, just listening to you, is going to change so many people. And you've changed my life so much. And it's been an absolute pleasure knowing you and watching you grow. Anything else? One last thing you would like to share with some young girls, young boys, parents, adults? Like, what, as you voice 4, would you like to share with them?
I think that the main thing is talk to your parents. Talk to them. If something's going on at school, let them know. If you're going through something, let them know, and know that they're not gonna get mad at you because they're your parents. They're there for you.
Yep.
That's one of the main things, because I didn't talk to my
Really?
Mum about how I was feeling until I just couldn't take it anymore, and then
Yeah.
I told her. But it was the best thing I ever did telling her, because
Yeah.
I wouldn't be where I am now if I hadn't said
Wow.
anything to her.
And if kids, like I said before, if they don't have that support at home, to find someone,
Yeah,
a grandma, an aunt, an uncle,
yeah,
a teacher I know teachers are difficult because of duty of care, which I understand,
Yeah.
but to find someone close that they do have that bond with
yeah.
is very important. Anything else, my sweet?
I just want to say thank you
Mm.
for everything that you've done, because, like I said, I probably wouldn't be where I am today if it wasn't for coming here and
Yeah.
getting out of my shell a little
Yeah.
bit.
It's my pleasure, my love. I love you very much. Thank you, thank you. So, this is Voice 4. This is about change, change, change. Remember, this podcast is for you to listen to for free all the time. So if you're needing support, if you're needing love, listen to these voices. These voices are here to take care of you. They're here to protect you. They're here to nurture you. I am here to empower you, to nurture you, and inspire you to know that you are amazing. You are incredible, and your voice is needed, and it needs to be heard. So we will see you next time on Awaken the Voice. Thank you again, Voice 4.
That's
Thank you,
okay.
thank you.
Thank you.
All right, we'll see you next time. Bye.